Alright, folks. My name is Ian. Sometimes I make mistakes, and as you can see, we are right back in it. With these, Ow, those are just real weird looking, huh? I'm trying to be diplomatic here in case you can't tell. When last we left off, we had our lovely little conversation with Venezia, and we had an interesting experience with the Rachni Queen, we were finally introduced to. And we finally got confirmation that the bugs we've been fighting are a long dormant and dead alien species. Previously thought to be extinct.
Are you here to secure the situation?
Are you alright?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let them loose?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
That egg was ancient.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
What about a male?
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Gotta love that real early 2000s looking chair. The Rachni aren't obedient.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
We can say.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
Neutron purge?
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Just tell me how.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the start.
A genuinely shocking bit of gore in this game, considering how rare that is.
All targets eliminated.
Go ahead and read the journal. Our codes.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Tell me about the give me a situation report.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
give
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach and
initiate the purge.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
I have the code.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
We have 2 minutes to get out. As you can see,
All patched up.
kind of dangerous. Very dangerous, really. So we are going to have to take our time, clear them out.
I need some help here!
Okay, let's go ahead and use some metagel here. And then we kind of just sprint past, and everybody will catch up later. And we leveled out of that. You'll love to see it. So we've got our shock trooper stuff all set up here. Let's go ahead and get Master Lift. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is what we like to see. If we can make it dumb, we're gonna make it dumb. Go for shotguns. There we go. We'll also get her to Advanced Carnage. I've been... So that would take me back to Liara doesn't want to move. Gotta love how my armor is working overtime at trying to keep me alive, and it's still barely functioning. So it should be close to everything done at peak 15 here.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
Not so
The
fast.
new relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Calm down.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Okay.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
They won't.
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Okay. Lovely. You'll love to see it. So let's go talk with the crew here.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Okay. Let's go chat with let's go chat with everybody else, shall we? And then I believe we've got 3 missions which we can just bang out right now. Should be stuff in the Acheron system.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She
You don't
brought
feel
it upon
bad?
herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
She's still with you.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control, and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
Sorry.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Tell me about
I'd like to
Asari
know more
culture.
about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Well,
I should go.
I think we've
Goodbye,
already heard
Shepard.
this before. Alrighty. It is currently pouring rain outside, which always makes me feel better. Let's talk to Mr. Bitter about not having a relationship with me.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Rachni Queen.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
I'm looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
Goodbye.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
So we'll get someone who's actually dedicated to this role later on down the line. But for right now, Hayden will do. Let's go talk with Ashley, shall we? She's the one who had the outburst. Let's go make sure she's alright.
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to Tassoni about her mom. She has to be hurting.
I
Just
have.
saying, Skipper.
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
Again, we'll have someone dedicated to that
Dismissed,
task
Chief.
later on down the line.
Ma'am?
That one may take a little longer, though. Let's talk to Rex here.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
Yeah, tell me about
You ever
yourself.
go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Yeah, tell me about
Do you
your
remember
adventure.
any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
Volus
I
diplomat.
guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
Ouch.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
He was a merc?
An Asari commando mercenary. That's unusual, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's unusual. Mercs come in all shapes. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
Then what?
So what'd you do?
Well, I was going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
What about the fight?
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station, used my entire store of ammunition, had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
Did Alina get out?
I assume the Asari commando didn't make it.
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
You can ask for love in a better way, buddy. And the Volus?
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
You told him that?
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Let's go talk to Garrus, shall we?
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
Oh no. Why do you want to thank me, Garrus?
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Salion, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
That is fantastic. You're not going to last long at CSEC.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Hello there. We have Adams and we have Tally. Adams doesn't have anything new, I don't believe. Wow, she has nothing.
I should go.
She's done.
See you later.
She's had our little conversation.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Okay.
Carry on, Adams.
Nice to see. Excellent. Let's go blast out some stuff, shall we? Maybe get those final field levels we need. I mean, we are so over-prepared at this point. Have I seen Styx data before? I don't know if I have. There we go, we have Acheron. Yes. Let's go here. I truly love the design of the Normandy.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you're in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
I'm in.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
Oh, it's this one. I can't just run in.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth lead out.
I don't know if they can count on me, I'm gonna be honest. We'll survey this. We have a Turian insignia. We'll survey this. We've got a light metal. Survey a Tahi here. We'll survey the... So let's go ahead and read a time. Altahay is an exceptional form of a planet called a Roche world. Put simply, it is one half of a pair of small, unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altahi and Ontahi, that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. This does not mean that one could fly from one to the other, but both have identical atmospheres, and dust from one can often be found on another. both worlds share an atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane, the surface is warm and mainly composed of silica dust and dark basaltic rocks, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. Tidal effects from Ontahi create heavy wind. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and bring Ashley and Caden along. There we go. Alright. Nope. Wait. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to open the squad window and failing, apparently. Let's see, we could give her better assault trainer or better immunity here. Yeah, I think master immunity would actually be pretty good for her. Let's go ahead and give Caden something funny. What can we give Caden? You know what? I have really liked Neural Shock so far. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our medals here. Should be one there. Should be one there. There's something there. There's something there. There's something here. And there should be something about there. So, we'll just sort of go around in a nice little circle. Oh, we got it dead on. Oh, you'll love to see it. Miriam, lovely. And hopefully we will be able to afford the level 10 Spectre weapons. And then we have gold. Lovely. Alrighty. Should be, we've got something here. So, should be. Not a guarantee, obviously. Not a guarantee that this marker means anything. Right? Are you aware that you don't you can just go around, you know that, right? And yeah, I know that, but that's nowhere near as funny. Cover artifact. I should have all of the Asari writing, shouldn't I? Oh, whatever. It seems like we need It kind of seems like we need two more, I mean, it really seems like, oh, hostile takeover. Right, I need to go do that if I want to get everything. Okay, well, in that case, I think that's what we're gonna do next. I mean, that's gotta be it, right? We have two more systems after this. That's probably it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and drop a nice little save here. Yes, thank you. Dead body. Barriers for both of us, please. Thank you. Aiden, neural shock that man.
Kill confirmed.
It never gets old, does it? Oh, that's fun and kind of creepy. Some kinetic coils here. Oh, you'll love to see them. I mean, I kind of don't, because I kind of don't really care about them, but... A razor. Finally, I can have my murder sponsored by a company made for gamers.
Commander, you see this? They just received a supply run 2 days ago. The Rachni worked fast.
I don't like this.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
Hang on. Seems these things are drones, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking. Got it. It came from Argos Row.
There may be more Rachni.
Wherever it is, there's probably more Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Altahis, seems to be the result, sorry. The Rachni infestation on Altahis seems to be the result of a supply drop from Argos Row. The logs downloaded from the freighter should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read.
Mayday! 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 This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Alrighty. Well, we have a mayday. Let's go ahead and, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and deal with that, shall we? Now that's just cruel, game. Okay, lovely. Now, there are a few more things here that I would like to go and deal with. There's number 4 over here, as marked on my map. And who knows, maybe we'll finally finish up the League of One stuff. Rude warrior. Soldier. Like they have some level of biotics. Very interesting. Interesting more so that we never actually saw these on Noveria. Okay, lovely. Let's go ahead and pick up whatever this is, shall we? Like some sort of probe?
Securing point.
Okay, should be it for your... Okay. So we got told we need to go to the Argos Rogue cluster, correct? It's like Hydra. Is Hydra the system? Give me a second here. Give me a moment here. Alrighty. Sorry about that. So I realized there's probably another system we need to head to here in Erebus. And the way I've realized it is that I've read the journals, something you could also do here. So we have Kaji here. Ibn Battuta. Very fascinating. Heavy metals, that's platinum. Chofin here. We have Guermani here. Protein data disk. Lovely. Should have read that, didn't. Whatever. Nepmos is a resource-rich terrestrial world, somewhat larger than Earth, with a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and argon. Nepmos' crust is very thin and unstable, not more than 8 kilometers deep in any location. Subsurface magma flows are hazard to ground travel, and earthquakes are frequent. While heavy metals and radioactives are plentiful, this geological instability has deterred investment by mining concerns. An additional complication is the Styx cluster lies uncomfortably close to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring contains a great deal of molecular hydrogen, fueling the majority of the galaxy's star formation. This area is too dangerous to safely travel. Let's go ahead and bring Garrison Rex, shall we? Wow, that is a wonderfully beautiful skybox. heck of a lot of artistry in making something like that. Oh no. Oh, you can tell we haven't brought out Garrus in a while. And actually, let's go into our secondary codex here. As you can see, we've picked up some things. So let's finish ships. Dispersal of heat generated by onboard systems is a critical issue for a ship. If it cannot deal with heat, the crew may be cooked within the hull. Radiation is the only way to shed heat in a vacuum. Civilian vessels utilize large, fragile radiator panels that are impossible to armor. Warships use diffuse radiator arrays, DRA, ceramic strips along the exterior of the armored hull. These make the ship appear striped to thermographic sensors. Since the arrangement of the strips depends on the internal configuration of the ship, the patterns for each vessel are unique and striking. On older ships, the DRA strips could become red or white hot, dubbed tiger stripes or war paint by humans. The glowing DRA had a psychological impact on pirates and irregular forces. Strip radiators are not as efficient as panels, but if damaged by enemy fire, the ship only loses a small portion of its total radiation capacity. In most cases, a vessel's DRA alone allows it to cruise with no difficulty. Operations deep within a solar system can cause problems. A ship engaged in combat can produce titanic amounts of heat from maneuvering burns and weapons fire. When fighting in a high-heat environment, warships employ high-efficiency droplet heat sinks. In a droplet system, tanks of liquid sodium or lithium absorb heat within the ship. The liquid is vented from spray nozzles near the bow as a thin sheet of millions of micrometer-scale droplets. The droplets are caught at the stern and recycled into the system. A droplet system can sink 10 to 100 times as much heat as DRA strips. Droplet sheets resemble surface ships wake through the water. The wake peels out in sharp turns, spreading a fan of droplets as the ship changes vectors and leaves the coolant behind. So we've got Krogan biology here. And then we have Turian's religion here. Read through those next time. Well, we'll read through those as we go through this. This is called Nepos, this planet. Okay, let's go here, and then we can go here, and then we can go here, and here, and here, and then here, and here, and here, and here. Yes! Oh, baby, you know exactly what I'm gonna do here. Is there a better path? Not to my mind. Straight up a vertical surface is the funniest way to get there. So that's what we're gonna do. Eh? What is that? A buried safe box. A League of One medallion. One of the miners had a League of One medallion. It's possible he discovered it while they were digging, but there's no way to know for certain. Interesting. Very fascinating. So, like I said, should be roughly here. Okay. So now we spin this thing around. I love the big billowing clouds of smoke and the falling cinders here. Sorry, going to pet the kitty. Trying to get him to quietly understand the fact that he doesn't need to tear apart things to get my attention. Okay, let's try over here. There is nothing here, game. Alright, maybe that comes up later. We'll go to the debris field here. Okay. First off, we've got some minerals, and we obviously do want to be grabbing those. Nailed it. Got it in one. Alrighty. Cannot exit the Mako. Yep. Survey material. Survey, survey, survey. Let's see here. Where are you? Titanium, lovely. You'll love to see it. Ah, I see. I see what we're going to be doing here. In the meantime, I'll go up here. Salvage this crashed probe. This is cruel game. That was cruel game. Stop setting me back. Okay, lovely. Anyway, yeah, I think I might have been supposed to be rescuing people. Whoopsie daisy.
I say we get the hell out of here.
Lieutenant Durand, let's talk.
First Lieutenant Durand, ma'am. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We're here to help.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They dropped us here a few months back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than lichen. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
Yeah, tell me, why are you here?
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
Have you considered bombardment?
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them, you take us out too.
Supply ships, tell me about them.
They're called Rachni. You get a supply ship in recently?
Yeah, but that was an Alliance ship, Commander. I mean, it was a drone, running on automatics. But what...
We don't have time to explain. Are you secure here?
What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
We'll help.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the woman. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
I don't know how they're supposed to smoke inside their helmets, ma'am. The generator has been ripped apart by Rachni claws, leaving the defensive turrets inoperative. It would be possible to power the turrets off the Mako's engine, but this would make it impossible to drive or fire the Mako's own weapons. We'll connect the Mako. Gear up. Take all that. We've got quite a bit of Omni Gel here. So the Mako's out of commission.
Go, go, go!
We're gonna drop a hard save here. Almost died. Hello, that might not have been a good idea. Also, maybe it's a good idea to drink something, any sort of medicine.
Not much time left, Commander.
Is there anything else we can do here? I mean, like, fix up a turret or something? Is there anything else we can do? Chohi, that's gonna be a nightmare. By the way, if you're not aware, this Besiege Base is one of the hardest missions in the game. It's almost impossible to complete properly and safely. Yeah, hey, hold on. I hate to do this, but I do need to briefly disconnect the Mako here, and I need to get into it. Give me a moment. Hey, whoa. Remember exactly what it was that got me like shotgun for this game, so I'm afraid I can't really be of particular use there. But it's a certain amount of using things to unlock the other stuff. For second or third play, basically new game. But you can also do in this game, you can take your level 30 character and run through this game and see the difference. Level 30 or a level 60, depending on how you handle things, version of it. Having cats is a real delight. Can't wait to immediately get poisoned again. Yep, Rex been poisoned. And of course, barriers don't work against this, so good?
Holy hell, ma'am. Talk about a near-run thing. You alright?
How are you?
Never mind me, are you alright?
Still on my feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long.
It's a long time.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right. That must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses, Commander. Thanks.
Lovely. So, let's disconnect the Mako. Go grab it. Rachni infested mine. There we go. We are just going to, real quick, we're just going to grab that here. So that I have it. That's flat and level. That's level enough, game. Come on. Palladium. Yumma yumma. We'll go over here. Might be... be some fun stuff there. Okay, let's head over here, double check, make sure there's nothing else here. There might be something over kind of... Interesting. Okay, it looks like there's a mineral deposit over here. We'll grab that.
En route.
Got some uranium, which is a nice rare element. Uh-huh. Now remind me, Dad, how did you find this? We'll pop open the medical kit, just because the Rachni seem to consume a lot of meta-gel. We'll grab everything in the technician kit, including the scram rail. It appears these particle borers were shut down after breaking through into the tunnels just below the surface. The shacks and equipment are stenciled with the logo of the Tenkara Mining Consortium. There's no trace of the mine crew. You know, it's probably not a good thing. Let's go ahead and try for this again, shall we? There we go. Alrighty. Clearing the Rachni one by one here. of the neater quests that comes out of finishing Noveria, to be perfectly honest. Nailed it. Got him in one. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and head in there. You know what? She should have her helmet on. Everybody else does. She should too. Hold on. How does Assassin 9 compare to... I don't know about that. Give me back the Phoenix 8.
I can't make it.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. That was a mistake. That's why I saved! Alright, come on, let's funnel them into a corridor here. Also not get normal down here. Okay, up. Well, we are just finding bugs and glitches galore, aren't we? Look how they kind of crouched it. That's really fun. What kind of ammunition am I running on this? Oh, high explosive rounds. Do I have a medical exoskeleton? 9? Yeah, baby. Okay. Speed. Alright, let's be very, very, very careful. chameleon tool. Oh, Hachi Machi. Let this recharge. This recharge.
I'm better now.
Good, you better be. I think there's still some more fighting to do. You know, it's just occurred to me, I've had a cuddly thought. Say, upper base shooter. Perhaps I should be using cover in this cover base shooter. Wild, I know, but you know, just throwing things out there, right? Throwing things to the wall, seeing what sticks, right?
I'm better now.
Well, you better be. Alright, well, we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna wait. And I guess we'll read a codex entry. Yeah, we'll read Turian religion. Although Turians have a strict moral code, their belief in individual responsibility means that the concepts of good and evil are simply the individual's choice between egotism and altruism in any given situation, or in any given decision, as it actually reads. They have no concept of good deities that encourage noble behavior, or evil ones that tempt individuals to misdeeds. Turians believe that groups and areas have spirits that transcend the individual. For example, a military unit would be considered to have a literal spirit that embodies the honor and courage it has displayed. A city's spirit reflects the accomplishments and industry of its residents. An ancient tree's spirit reflects the beauty and tranquility of the area it grows within. These spirits are neither good nor evil, nor are they appealed to for intercession. Turians do not believe spirits can affect the world, but spirits can inspire the living. Prayers and rituals allow an individual to converse with the spirit for guidance or inspiration. For example, a Turian who finds his loyalty tested may appeal to the spirit of his unit, hoping to reconnect with the pride and honor of the group. A Turian who wishes to create a work of art may attempt to connect with the spirit of a beautiful location. Turians enjoy absolute freedom of religion and can practice whatever appeals to them so long as it does not impede anyone's ability to perform their duties. There are many practitioners of the Asari Siarist philosophy. Since opening dialogue with the Human Systems Alliance, some Turians have embraced Confucianism and Zen Buddhism. Fascinating. Oh, I sure do hate this! Oh, there's a reason we say. Oof, Badoofa. Rex, could you hit this thing with a warp, please? You have warp. Where do you... I know you have warp. Oof. Okay. Colossus 9, Edge 9, Naginata 9. Okay. Ooh, Hachimachi. Let's go ahead and hit you with a throw.
Medic!
Yeah, I don't think a medic is going to help us here. Throw. Where they can spit. Lift. Records of the Rachni War suggest brood warriors, the male-gendered Rachni, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Rachni and Nephilos. That's technically a war crime right there. Well, that was a difficult fight. A very difficult fight. I do like that the interior of this just kind of looks like one big tin can. What? No levels for me? Really? Oh, you make me sad, game. Let's go ahead and check in with the folks at the listening post. Hooray, I think we've cleared the Rachni infestation. Which means we should have one more. And also, the listening post folks may be able to push us towards the area here. Hello, Lieutenant.
We're good, Commander.
Yes, you're very good. Lovely. Let's return to the Normandy, shall we? And let's kindly go back downstairs and make sure we stock up on Metagel, because we are gonna need it. We should also check in with the Alliance Rec officer. He might have something useful for us.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you...
You bet, Commander.
Also, we should definitely check in at the Citadel at some point or another. Depot Sigma 23, Besieged Base, Unusual Readings, the Hydra System, and Depot Sigma. And and Argos Row. So let's go do both those, and then we'll call it an episode. Okay. Hydra and the Gorgon system. So start with the Gorgon system. Finish up, rather. I think we're just gonna do the Gorgon system, actually, and then we'll call it, and then we'll go to Hydra next episode. What? No surveys for me? Really? Come on now. The space station appears to have been assembled from used off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origins. There are no obvious hole markings, and it is not broadcasting any ID signal. Let's go ahead and grab Tally and Rex. It's a very good combo. Sort of a wombo combo of first aid. There. First aid and damage, baby. Go ahead and drop a save here. Gotta love it when they decide to just straight up make a maze, huh? Begin manual decryption. Phoenix 9. Hello, Garrus. You get to join us. Kovolyov, lovely. Volkov, lovely. No one at the helm here. We have terminal
Personal
here.
data recorder for Major Elena Flores.
Play the first entry.
Sigma 23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Cerberus? I've about had it with those guys.
Play the second entry.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Noveria. They promise this batch will be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
Play the last entry.
They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
This is a familiar story. A failed experiment with the Rachni. Nice to see humans are consistently stupid.
Let's go.
The escaped Rachni definitely came from the station, though the motives behind the Cerberus group are vague. To prevent further contamination, arm the station's scuttle charges and evacuate to the Normandy. Which would be... arm scram charges. Oh, we have to go. Oh, we're gonna be sprinting through a whole bunch of nastiness, aren't we? Oh, you love to see it, don't you? Hold on, we have time for a manual decryption. Ain't nobody stopping me from getting loot. Hold on, we have time for an average locked container. Take that. Yes, leave, please. Alrighty. Well, we will call it there. We'll deal with the other thing here later. And then we'll go to the Citadel, and then we'll deal with X-57. Very exciting indeed. However, the Krogan evolved in a lethal ecology. Over millions of years, the Grimm struggle to survive. Larger predators of virulent disease and resource scarcity on their homeworld, Tuchanka, turned the lizards into quintessential survivors. Thank you, mouth. Please work with me. Perhaps the most telling indicator of Tuchanka's lethality is Krogan eyes. Although they're a predator species, by any standard definition, their eyes evolved to be wide-set as in Earth prey species like deer and cattle. Krogan eyes have a 240-degree arc of vision better suited for spotting enemies sneaking up on them than for pursuit. Typically, the Krogan are nigh indestructible, with a tough hide impervious to any melee weapon short of a molecular blade. While they feel pain, it does not affect the ability to concentrate. They have multiple functioning examples of all major organs and can often survive the loss of one or two of any type. Rather than a nervous system, they have an electrically conductive circulatory system. A Krogan can never be paralyzed. They may lose some of this fluid, but it can be replaced by the body in time. The hump on the Krogan's back stores water and fats that help the Krogan survive lean times. Large humps are a point of pride. Being well-fed implies the Krogan is a superior predator. The most widely known biological feature of the Krogan is their incredible birth rate and rapid maturity. Once freed from the hostile cauldron of Tuchanka, the Krogan population swelled into a numberless horde. Only the genophage kept them from outbreeding the combined council races. Now the rare Krogan females capable of bringing a child to term are treated like strategic resources. Warlords will trade them at diplomacy, or more frequently, fight wars over them. Lovely. We are going to drop a save here. Yes, indeed. And we're going to call it there.